Hi, in this video, I'll show you where we can find the grading options for our assignments and quizzes which are configured on a Gauchospace course site. So we can either go and click on this button over here, this course, and there you will find the grades option. Alternatively, you can also go all the way down here in the administration block, and just right above the gradebook setup, we have this grades option too, currently just at the same place. Once we click that, we come to this new page, and this is the grader report view at the moment. And in this grader report view, we'll be able to see the grades for each of the students which are enrolled in our class. So I have 4 students at the moment who are enrolled in my class, and I have put up the grades for their assignments and for their midterm examination. And here we'll be able to see the course total. So if you wanted to individually grade a given particular assignment, we would have to go and click on this pencil button right next to it. And once we click that, we actually go to the single view. And in this single view, we are given this option to grade the assignments for different students. So I'm just going to update the score for Sarah, and I'm going to put her as 45. Once I've done the update, I just need to click on save, and the update will be completed. A lot of times when you actually enter the single view, many instructors see their page as this. They are not actually able to see an option to edit or make any changes to the grades that they have already given. This might be because they have either already graded them previously, or they have uploaded grades through an Excel sheet. In either of these cases, what happens is that these grades are locked, and if you wanted to override these grades, you need to just click on this override buttons next to those grades. If there are a lot of students, you can just click on override all, and if you click override all, it will just give you the option. It's not going to erase all the grades that have been already entered. It's going to give you the option to make any changes or edit the grades for a particular student. And once you have done that, just click on save, and that will affect the changes in the grades for the students. One more view that I wanted to show was the user report. In this view, you can actually view what your students would see. Say for example, one of my students, Anne, if I wanted to see what Anne sees on her course site, I can just click on that user and the page will refresh, and this is how her gradebook would look like. She would be able to see the grades for her assignments, for her midterm, and for her final examination. The weights are set here, the grades are given here, and the ranges for the grades are also mentioned. Here the percentage is also given. So she gets 40% on her assignment 1, 80% on assignment 2, and so on and so forth. If you look at it, she has done reasonably well, and she shouldn't be expecting a 42% score. And the reason why she is getting a 42% score and a grade of F is because I actually haven't graded her on the final exam or on the test quiz. Well, the test quiz is actually set to 0% of the weight, so it doesn't make a difference. But since I haven't really graded her on her final exam, what ends up happening is that Gauchospace calculates her total that she has obtained out of a total of 400. And that is the unfortunate part, because a lot of times students might freak out and think, why am I getting such a low score when I've done really good on most of the assignments? Gauchospace is not showing us exactly the running average. So what we really want to show to the students is the running average, that is the average of the assignments that have been graded so far, and not total number of assignments. And the running average, I repeat again, is the average of all the assignments that have been graded so far, and not the total number of assignments. So then how do we show the running average? And to do so, we would have to actually hide all the assignments that have not been graded yet, and you can do so by actually going back to our gradebook setup. So to go to gradebook setup, I've already clicked on gradebook setup, and for example, if I hide the final exam in my gradebook setup, remember, it is only hiding it. It's not going to disappear. It is going to just hide it for you. So once you click hide, it's going to get grayed out, and can save changes. Let's go back to our user report and see what Anna sees on her gradebook. she gets a 70% score now. That looks much better. That's because the final exam scores have been hidden from her calculations, and only those assignments that have been graded are actually visible at the moment. I repeat again, to show the running average, hide all the assignments that have not been graded in the gradebook. But also remember to unhide those items, those hidden items in your gradebook once you actually start grading them.